Hello there, welcome back to the shed. Today you joined me for just a quick video, something that I probably should have videoed from the start, but I don't know why I didn't. But I thought I'd make a video now to help out other people in the same situation, because I've been struggling all afternoon and there was a total lack of useful information on YouTube. So hopefully this will fill that gap. The car in question that we're working on today is a 2006 BMW E83 pre-LCI X3. Now there's a mouthful. And the problem with it is I was having a couple of codes for I think it was a 4230 code for lack of boost pressure, and then which came up yesterday, and then today I had another code which was talking about turbo control, i.e. actuator. This is the later car, the M57 N2 3-litre diesel, which has a electronically controlled turbo as opposed to vacuum controlled. The previous generation, it's all over the internet, it perished vacuum lines, and that gives the same problem. This car doesn't have that because it's all electronically controlled. And I've just taken the turbo out. There's the actuator, and so other issues I had with this car were a completely and utterly blocked DPF. So I've taken that off and cleaned it out, and it hasn't yet gone back on the car, but I still had no power, basically no boost. So my logic was saying that I was thinking, well, if the DPF is that blocked and it's been driven around for that long, then perhaps the variable geometry turbo is all gummed up and not working. Before taking it off, when I was keying on and off, I wasn't seeing it cycle, which is what it should do. So I thought, oh, it must be seized. Either that or the actuator itself has died, which I thought was probably the less likely outcome. But none of that was true, so I've just taken it off. It's been an absolute battle to get it off, because I'm in the UK and this is a right-hand drive car. Not that you'd know it from looking down there, because yes, I've had to remove the steering column along with the aircon pipe. There's an aircon pipe that comes right down here. So the issue was with the actuator arm, it had rusted around the top there and seized to that pin on the little crank there. So that was the only cause of the problem. It's now, you can see now it's freed up. I had to take it off and clean it and lubricate it and whatnot. But as soon as you take it off, you can see that there's no trouble with the turbo whatsoever. And actually, when you look down inside there, yes, it's a little bit black, but it's going to be, it lives in a diesel exhaust, but it's really free. I'm not going to start stripping the turbo apart to clean it, which was what my original plan was. Okay, I've cleaned and lubed up the little actuator arm now, so just one more test. We'll just plug it in just to make sure that it does actually cycle properly. Yeah, you can see that working sweet. So I'd say that was problem solved. Just got to throw it back together now. I've got everything back together enough now, I think, to take it for a quick spin, because I don't trust myself to put it all back together and it will be okay. So I couldn't stand the the depression of having to take it apart twice. It was an absolute nightmare. So we'll fire it up now and see if we can go for a spin. Well, even in first gear it feels better, but we'll give it a bit in second now, and oh yeah, power's back, way better, massive improvement. I'd say that was as near as damn it full power restored. Oh yeah, world of difference. Oh, it's beautiful. So when I got this car, although it started and ran fine and appeared to be okay, obviously it had the total lack of boost pressure that we now know is the seized actuator arm, but it also had a quite significant misfire, but there were no fault codes relating to it, and no other sign that it should be misfiring. The INPA data for the injectors all looked fine, they were all in the green. So I was just having a scan on Google just to see if I could pick up anybody else's suggestions, and somebody on a forum suggested unplugging the control module for the transfer case, which seems like an illogical thing to do considering there were no fault codes for the transfer case. But I did that and instantly the misfire disappeared, completely disappeared. It hasn't misfired once since. So I've bought some new oil to do an oil change on the transfer case, and I'm hoping by doing that it'll rectify whatever the problem is internally, and we'll be able to have four-wheel drive back, no warning lights, and crucially no misfire. Well, there you go. That's how you repair an M57 engine BMW that has 0 power for free. Lots and lots of time and effort and scraped knuckles, but crucially no money. Well, I hope that's helped some of you out, and it certainly helped me out. And yeah, hope you've enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you for the next one. Cheers.